40-point offensive output in their blowout win against the Jaguars. Dak Prescott had 3 total touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott ran for over 100 yards. Next up, they're on the road against the NFC East leading Redskins. We are joined by former Seahawk Pro Bowl defensive end Cliff Averill. Thanks for being here.
Welcome. And this is the man who ended Tony Romo's career and sent him to the booth.
Is that what I'm known for?
Well, that's what you're known for. That's your claim to fame, because it was the third preseason game of 2, going back to actually 3 preseasons ago. It was at Seattle, and it was, I think, like the 3rd play of the game, and you came down hard on Mr. Romo and a little back injury, and that was sort of the last we saw of Tony Romo. Yeah. But all of a sudden, the door opened for this kid from Mississippi State, drafted in the 4th round. And he had to play the whole game, and you guys were dress rehearsal, man. You were coming after Dak Prescott, and he hung in there. And that was the night I told Shannon Sharp, I said, you know what? This kid hung in pretty well against these guys.
Yeah. No, he's a solid player. He's a solid player. He came out, especially that night, he came out and showed that he deserves to be out there. He deserves to be a starter. I mean, he could beat you in all kinds of ways. He runs his feet. You know, he'll make you miss when he gets in the open field, but also can throw the deep ball. You know, he's just all around a good player. I seen him at the Pro Bowl, actually, that year, and he was thanking me as if I did him a favor.
Really?
Because he got the opportunity, not more so because I heard him, because he got the opportunity. And, you know, it's good to see him kind of take it and run with it a little bit.
Well, something we talk about plenty on this show are those Cowboys, which is very obvious. So, with all the hype after that win, are they overrated or underrated?
I think they're a little underrated at the moment, right? Because they've been, you know, they just played a great defense in the Jaguars this past week. But the true test will come this week when they play the Redskins. I think that'll give you the key to which direction they're going to go in. Dak played a heck of a ball game. He had over 80 yards in rushing. You know, as long as Zeke is running that ball, I think they have a good chance of being able to be great. And then that defensive side of the ball, I mean, they're doing some great things over there.
He just went for great. He could be great.
I think they'd be real good.
Real good.
Be great.
Well, Cliff, you and I disagree. I think they're overrated because the offense put together one game, 40 points. But prior to that, what were they averaging? Dak is still throwing for less than 200 yards a game. Actually, he's in the 180s. That's what I call him now, Mr. 180.
180?
Now, we know their defense.
Well, you're Mr. 180 on this show.
No.
You flip your opinions
Just
like
one time. Now, the defense, their defense, I believe their defense is legit. Because that front 7 can generate so much pressure. I still believe, with the exception of Byron Jones, I still believe that the 2 safeties in the other corner, they could be a liability. But here's the thing. Do I expect them to score 40 points? Look, Jacksonville was good and they told you how good they were last year. And somehow they thought last year automatically translate to this year because they hadn't been good for a very long time. One game, they were good. They were good against the Patriots. But the offense was tailor-made for what Dallas wants to do, get after the quarterback. They don't really have a run game without Fournette being in there. And so, hey, they got 40 points. But I'm not buying it. I'm going to let you buy it, Skip, because I know, you went in the store and you the type guy, the first thing you see, you just start putting stuff in the car. That's what you saw. You saw the 40 points. Yeah, you a Cowboys fan. You love the Cowboys. They gave you 40 points, and you was on there keying. But your day coming, bro.
I never go to the grocery store.
dancing, though.
I don't shop.
Yeah. Well, you online shop. And whatever comes, you add to your car. You just add stuff to the car.
So, my team is dramatically underrated right now, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are being underrated.
They overrated.
No, they're underrated because they were just at the wrong place at the wrong time on Sunday because things happened where it just detonated and jump-started and rocket launched, where all of a sudden my coordinator, Scott Linehan, pulled his head out and said, you know what? I'm going to feature Dak Prescott today. To your original point, as you sat down here, he can make things happen with his arm and his legs, but you have to move him. You have to roll him out. You have to bootleg him. You have to let him run some read option. I don't know why they don't run some quarterback draws, because I think they will. And you've got to unleash him and make the defense work and sweat to worry about 4 as well as 21. Because if you let the defense, as happened at Seattle this year, just clog and sit in there and pack it in and say, yeah, we can stop 21. Well, you probably will. He's going to have a bunch of zeros and 1 yard runs or minus 1 yard runs. But Sunday, they found the magic formula, and it resulted in not just 20 points, it resulted in 40 points, and it showed you what they can be. Does he have a go-to receiver? He does not. Is Cole Beasley pretty hard to cover if you match him up right? Yeah, he's pretty hard to cover. Did we see that kid Gallup show you a little Des Gallup occasionally? Yeah, he can. And so the pieces are there on offense for them to figure ways to score. The quarterback and the running back can beat you if they're allowed to beat you.
Running.
And,
I don't believe. Have you seen enough of Dak throwing the football down the field consistently to put fear in you?
Well, he does need to work on that. He does need to work on that. But the fact that he has a great running back in Zeke, and then also, you know, once he gets going, you get the play action. You don't need the deep routes. You need the intermediate routes and let your guys go. Now, to your defense as well, he doesn't have any number one. He hasn't had a number one receiver in a while. He lost Jason Witten, so he's still trying to figure things out. I think that's key. We can't forget that. On the other side of the ball now, we talked about that with as far as for a team. Their defense is top 10 right now.
Oh, yeah.
With Chris Richard, obviously being a Seattle guy.
Your guy?
He's got those guys playing lights out right now. And
you like him?
Oh, yes. Chris Richard is great coordinator. Might be the head coach eventually one day.
Maybe.
But they have a solid
I take
defense.
that right now. I can do that right now.
They have a solid defense right now. So, and I know defense wins championships. So they're moving in the right direction.
They have risen to number 2 in points allowed in this league. Is that good, Shannon?
That's very good. I mean, I thought they could be good. I didn't think they would be this good, their defense. DeMarcus Lawrence is for real.
For sure.
Jalen Smith is healthy now.
Yeah.
He's a head knocker.
Man.
He's coming downhill, and he's coming down with bad intentions. Byron Jones is better than I thought he'd be, because I think in safety, Skip, he was playing out of position. In safety position, there's so much going on. There's so much you got to think about. You know, you got to know everything. Now you just focus on they play a third, they play cover one, single. Y'all call it cover one lurk. We call it a robber.
Yeah.
So he just play a third of the field. I got this guy's on this third. I got him. I ain't got to worry about cover 2. I ain't got to worry about all that exotic stuff. No, he's over here. I got him.
Byron Jones can take your number 1, and he can guard him. He will not intercept the ball. He's not going to get his hands on the ball. He's not a ball hawk. There's no Dion going on out there, but he can take your number 1 away.
You know what he can do, Skip? For the most part, he will out-athletic your receiver.
He will.
Because nobody has that kind of athleticism. There are very few people that's ever come into the NFL that can run and jump and do with the things he can do. So he's going to out-athletic a lot of guys. But the difference between guys like Dion and guys like, say, Rod Woodson, they were trying to intercept the ball. He's perfectly intent just batting the ball down. That's a win for him. Those guys wanted to put points on the board. It wasn't just good enough to knock the ball down. And so once he take that step, says, you know what, it's just not good enough for me to have this ball in the dirt. I'm trying to get it and get into the end zone. Then you'll see another step.
Turnovers are key, and I know that's something Coach Richard is coaching over there. Turnovers are key with the pass rush, and now once he starts capitalizing on getting the ball, man, that defense turns into a whole different dynamic.
They are too deep in pass rushers at every position. They got Randy Gregory, they got Taco on top of DeMarcus Lawrence-Taylor, and David Irving is now back, and he is a monster in that middle.
Eagles saying, yeah, we've heard it before.
Who has a better defense, Dallas or Philadelphia?
Dallas.
I think
Who has
Dallas
a better offense, Philly or Dallas?
Philly.
Makes for good football.
I'll give you Philly slightly, but only slightly.
Carson
Only
said,
slightly.
hey, Dak, you got one of these?
Wait, did Carson win that ring?
Yes.
Or did his backup win that ring?
His backup won.
How many playoff snaps has Carson Wentz played in his life?
None. But you see that? You see what he did last year? 33-7.
Yeah, because his general manager went out and got him a whole bunch of new toys that,
why you
that
blaming
propped
Carson?
him up. They had the 3rd best rushing attack last year because they had LeGarrette and they had Ajayi, and they had the 4th best defense in the league last year. Would that help?
But in 2016, when Dak had the #1 rushing attack, you talking about Carson Wentz, I was like, well, Skip, he doesn't have everything. He had a Dez, although Dez wasn't 2014 Dez. He was better than what Carson had. Jason Witten, he had that. But now Carson got him some tools in his toolbox. Now you want to try to knock the man.
Does Dak have an Alshon Jeffrey? I think not.
That's true.
Well, does he have an Aguilar? Nope. He doesn't have
Cole Beasley.
Oh, please.
Come on, man.
No.
Come on, man.
Cole Beasley.
Come on, man. Beasley's a solid player.
What about old Zeke? Does Carson Wentz have a Zeke?
He just
Not
went
now.
down. He just went down.
Yeah, he went down.
He just went down.
You know J.J. ain't no Zeke. Now stop that, Cliff.
But he's solid running back.
Yeah,
All you need is a solid running back. Now, he's not Zeke. I agree with that, but he just went down.
I tell you what we do. Can we have what you call him? Can we have Zach Martin and Tyron Smith?
No, but I thought you had a really good line. I don't know, it hadn't been performing, but neither had mine.
Jason Peters is not the same.
Okay.
Olivier Vernon was giving him the biz.
Okay.
When you have to help your left tackle, that guy, you should never have to help him.
Yeah.
That guy's supposed to be special.
What about big talking Lane Johnson? Where's he been lately?
He did. I mean, he okay. I mean, he's probably one of the premier right tackles. They don't get the credit unless it's a left-handed quarterback.
Well, he said the Patriots don't have any fun. Are the Eagles having fun right now?
Oh man, let that go, Skip. They won. Let the man revel in his joy.
They beat the Giants? Is that what you're
No, they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
They did win. I mean, they got a solid team all around.
Yes.
I just think the Cowboys, they're on the right direction. You gotta admit. I mean, last week's performance was impressive.
Yes.
And if they could stack onto that, I think they something to
Shannon
reckon
Sharp,
with.
think about this. They scored 40 points against the defense that came in ranked #1 in the NFL. 40.
Yards allowed,
Believe in that?
not points.
No, well, yeah,
They
yards allowed.
don't keep yards on the scoreboard. They keep points.
Yeah.
They keep points and timeouts. That's the only thing they keep on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So
They
them
put up
all the
40
yards on nothing.
They put up 40 though against that, and that's a solid defense.
Solid.
They remind me of us back in the day. So they pretty
really?
solid.
Ooh.
It's just
sign.
on the offensive side of the ball. Once they get behind, ain't nothing the defense can do about
40
it.
points. What great defense you know give up 40?
Well, yeah, we never did that either though.
40. 2000 Ravens didn't give up no 40.
I told you they're in the
85
wrong
Bears.
place at the wrong time. I think you're underestimating what the Dallas offense did. It was about the offense.
183-yard passing, you give up 43 points, 40 points. With 183. Normally the quarterback's going to throw for about, that's a Patrick Mahomes, a 380, a 4-touchdown day, or a Phillip Rivers type day.
That's how they do it.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's an anomaly. An anomaly.
Dak Prescott 9 times in his career has thrown for 300 plus, and he will throw for 300 down this stretch of this schedule several times.
Y'all get you gonna get what's coming to you.
Yeah.
Your day coming.
What's that?
I think it's Sunday too.
Do you?
think so.
Sunday.
Well, now you're back to being down 10 cases of
I
diet.
know. I
10 cases.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I
Ooh.
want to bet on check down Alex though. I might save it for next week, week after, or walk it to him.
Wait, are you moonwalking it to him? It sounds like you're walking back.
No, or walk it to him Wentz. That joke, them long handoff, thing of beauty.
You realize they get a bye heading into the Dallas game.
Who?
So Philly does.
What they got to do with anything?
Well, they'll get all this time to get ready. So, and it's at Philly.
Well, if the Cowboys are who you say they are, they should stay ready.
We're going. We got
Taking
this.
the L though.
Huh?
You taking that L with you?
When at Philly?
Yes.
Maybe.
Ain't no maybe.
I'll
We
figure
got
it out.
due on this one.
Yeah, but we're going to win the East.
You ain't winning no East.
I love the way my schedule closes because I'm pretty sure my team's going to win the last 6 on the schedule.
You hear that?
Oh.
Last 6.
Yeah.
The confidence. Got
That's
the
a lot of
schedule right in
confidence.
front of him.
Well, next week gonna tell you what they're gonna do. Next week they're gonna get the Redskins. Redskins been playing well.
They ain't been playing well.
They just got a great win this past week. So we're gonna find out this
They
week.
did. That
see
was
what they
impressive.
do. They just got a
I
good
think
win
they're
this past
pretty
week.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna see
team.
what check down Alex does.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what he does. You said he's better than Kirk Cousins. Who you think better, Alex Smith or Kirk Cousins?
Ooh, what'd you say? Alex is better than Kirk?
I fear Alex Smith more than I ever did Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I
I don't know. Check down Alex. He is checked down. I don't know. I don't know if you fear him.
Kirk Cousins was 1-6 against the Cowboys. Dak Prescott was 4-0 against Kirk Cousins. 4-0.
But look at Kirk. Look at
Dak
Kirk Cousins now. What are you doing now?
Wait, Dak has played twice at Washington in his career, and he won both of them.
Well, I mean, first cousin threw for 452 on Thanksgiving and took the L.
He took the
Because the defense.
No, it's because he couldn't convert in the red zone, and Dak went 4 for 4 in the red zone on Thanksgiving.
One defense kept him out. The other defense did not do their job.
So I got a closing schedule starting on Thanksgiving of Redskins, New Orleans, but we can beat New Orleans at home. Philadelphia will definitely get revenge because we'll probably lose that game at Philly.
You ready?
And then at Indy, Tampa Bay, and at Giants, that's 6 in a row. We can win those 6 games.
Oh,
and you will be in such trouble.
No way.
Because you're going to lose a swimming pool of Diet Mountain
Maybe
Dew.
y'all might be 500 in those 6 games.
Nope, we'll
500.
win. We'll go 6-0.
You got them beating New Orleans, too?
Yep, at home, at Jerry World. Because all of a sudden, we've turned into a home team. We've never in the history of Jerry World since 2009 been
true.
3-0 at home, and we are 3-0. Now, we're also 0-3 on the road. But Dak in his first 2 years was 12-4 on the road. So I don't know. These are road warriors. They like to win on the road. And it starts Sunday at Washington.
I can't tell.
Well, I couldn't tell yet, but they've been played with one arm tied behind their back.
0-4 after Sunday.
Well, do you want it right now? I'll take it.
I don't want it right now.
Okay.
I don't want it right now.
Another day?
You seem too anxious. Maybe you know something I know. You seem real anxious to bet that.
Really excited about
My
it.
team took off Sunday. It
They
found
didn't take
itself.
off.
It found it. You know how it happens? You have that game where everybody says, aha, this is it. Here we go.
Well, you hope that's the case.
Yeah, exactly. You hope that's the first time y'all scored 40 points in the Dak era. Now all of a sudden it's going to be commonplace for you guys.
I didn't say it's commonplace, but W's are going to be commonplace. Yep. You're in trouble, Shannon. It's okay.
You said it. You said the Cowboys are on the right track, and, you know, around here, you're welcome back if you stay to that storyline. We have more to talk to you
They got
about.
to make sure they make it happen now.
No more Dak for now. We're going to talk to you about Russell Wilson and, you know, stories and reports of friction with some of those players. We want the real story from you next.
All right.
Good one.